Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It is the May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2024, which means today is the 5-5 portal. And so every double-digit portal day, I guess, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 2, 12, 12. I do this every month. And I look at the numerology, the Kabbalah connections, and some of the astrology that's going on to give us a perspective from that. And then I do a card reading to sort of round out the portal reading. So um, I'm going to just make a couple of announcements before we get started. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome to this lovely community of like-minded souls. We're all here reaching for the light, in endeavoring to be the best people, the best I am, I guess, you are, whoever you are, to just be yourself and be good with that. So, um, and for my watchers, followers, I guess, who've been watching me for years. As always, it's always a great pleasure to offer things to you. You're such a, I get so much in return from your attention and the like. So if you have been having issues with making an appointment for me, I needed to open up my calendar. I didn't realize that I had sort of squeezed myself. And so I do have openings for readings. If you're interested in that, there'll be a link below for that. I do hour and hour and a half readings, and you can purchase those on my website. So, but as I said, those are, that'll be down below in the drop-down menu. Okay, so let's get into this, right? This is the thing, 5-5. And I was sitting on my couch, and this often happens to me with these double-digit readings is I'm like, oh, I gotta do 5-5 or 4-4, whatever date it is that's coming up. I get all excited, and then for some reason, right before the date, it's like everything goes whoosh, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, whoa, oh, today's 5-5. Oh my goodness, I gotta get upstairs. So here I am doing this for you. So I do have some stuff that I've prepared though. So let me share that with you. Okay. Do, 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 do. I just have to find. That is odd. Oh, okay, I see. Maybe not. Maybe not as odd as I thought. All right, let's take a look at this 5-5 portal. And I'm going to make this so you can actually see it. Slideshow, it should say. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So 5-5, the 5-5 portal numerologically vibrates to an 18-9 vibration. And in the tarot, that is the moon card. The moon card is has so many varied meanings to it. It can be lunacy, total and utter lunacy, people losing their minds and just doing things that are just beyond our understanding of why people do things, right? There's that part of the moon card. It's also an energy of dissolving, things dissolving away, and structures in a certain way dissolving away. Now, the 18-9, the moon card, is associated with the sign of Pisces. And we have Neptune in Pisces. And we're going to look at Neptune, where it is in Pisces. And Saturn is in Pisces. And Saturn is the planet associated with structure. And when it's in Pisces, it is an opportunity for things that have overstayed their welcome to dissolve away, overstayed their usefulness. If Saturn isn't anything, it's pragmatic, and it really does. Um, it does really want to utilize the energy in the best way possible. And so Saturn constrains and contains. Now, if we look here, Saturn on the day of this 5-5 portal is located at 17 degrees of Pisces, an Easter promenade. The emotional aspect of spiritual practice is expanded through group participation in ritual and ceremony, intensification of spiritual grace through celebration. There is there's something that needs to be seen and needs to be said at this time. When we look at the chart for 5-5, I'll get into it a little bit more deeply, but I think that we need to really listen and really search our hearts and really look and see what's going on and making compassionate choices from that. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. And so, because the energy of the 18-9 on the Tree of Life sits on the same path that is connected to Pisces, Neptune is at 30 degrees of Pisces, the last degree of Pisces. Now, Neptune is not going to leave Pisces, not yet. It will leave Pisces, and the next time, actually, when it's going to leave Pisces and move into Aries. And Saturn is also going to move into leave Pisces and move into Aries, and they do conjoin in 2026, February 20th, I believe, 2026. And they're joining in the first degree of Aries. And what makes that significant is that that day vibrates to a 32-5, which is the path of life, the lesson for America, and the shadow of America. And so we are coming face to face with our shadow, and we need to embrace our shadow and love it into light. We need to face ourselves. We need to see where we are implicit and complicit and make it and decide which way we're going to go. What is the choice? Are we going to move in the direction of unity and making the world a better place, or are we going to continue to allow destruction? Are we going to really what kind of future do we want to bring into form? That power we all have, and we have it right this minute. We don't have to wait for that moment. For we don't have to wait till it gets so bad and so scary that, you know, we can choose differently. You know, I think thought forms and paradigms are around for as long as they work. And then when they don't work anymore, we have a paradigm shift. And we've been having a paradigm shift for a while now. At least in my understanding, in my perspective, since the harmonic convergence, probably when something was opened, some new understanding, perhaps, but all that new understanding based on other people's previous works. I mean, we do have moments when we're working towards a new awareness, and we have tools to work with this new awareness. So let's look at Neptune here. Neptune at 30 degrees of Pisces. I have a feeling I'm going to keep you a long time in this video, so I'll try to be less verbose. Great stone face. There is no right answer to or best version of anything. We make it up according to how we feel or think we should. We become whatever we idealize, becoming our own ideal. So what kind of person do you want to be? That's what this is asking. What kind of person do you want to be? Now, if you look at the tree of life here, I've put the signs that all the planets associated with the tree of life here are in on this 5-5 portal. We have the sun, Tiphareth in Taurus. We have Hesed, Jupiter in Taurus. We have Chokmah, Uranus in Taurus. We have Netzach, Venus in Taurus. Look at all this Taurus all on this side of the tree. This is the masculine. This is the masculine side of the tree. It's the tree of it's the pillar of the past. Taurus is tradition. Taurus is land. Okay. Who are the men holding on to the land? Who are the men who want the land, right? And then on the side of the tree, the feminine side of the tree, we have Mercury in Aries. We have Mars in Aries. Remember, Aries is where the North Node is. The North Node is on this path. This is the path of Aries. And so we are bringing the past into the present moment. This is the future. We have Aries, which is warrior energy, and Aries, which is warrior energy, and Pisces, which is healing energy. This is about dissolving the old structures and bringing in a new energy, new ideas, new feelings. This is the moon, Yesod, right? Aries. And the earth, which is always opposite the sun, Malkuth, is in Scorpio. Transformation, death, and rebirth. Fixed water. Scorpio is our desire nature. Where has our desire nature overcome our need to live? Taurus. There needs to be a balance between that. Let's just take a look at a chart and then I will get into the card reading. So this happens to be a 5:05 a.m. this morning. I just gave it an Aries rising chart. This really is a sort of a picture in a way of the energy of this moment. And we have Saturn and Neptune here in Pisces. We have Mars and the moon and the North Node and Mercury and Chiron all in Aries. Okay, the I am, the mighty I am. We have Neptune conjunct Chiron, conjunct the North Node. We need to listen to the wounds or to the wounded, those who have been wounded, Aries, those who wound. Why are we hurting each other? We have the South Node here all by itself, and it's making a very tight, at least at 5:05 in the morning, inconjunct to the Sun. Inconjuncts speak to us of having to make adjustments. And both the South Node and the Sun in Taurus are disposited by Venus, which is in Taurus as well. Venus valuing self, valuing the feminine. The students that are congregating in colleges, or just people congregating in protest, standing up for those people who can't speak for themselves, who are too busy starving or running for their lives or having their lives shattered by a force that, for whatever reason, whatever their reasons are, wants to rub them out or move them or take what they have. We are at a pivotal moment when we have the choice between getting along and helping each other, or it's time to heal. Pisces is a healing energy. 18:9 is about forgiveness. 18:9, the vibration of the day on the 5/5 portal, is about understanding, deep feeling, suffering, compassion, and then realizing that we are in a paradigm shift. And do we really need victims and victimizers? Have we learned the lesson? Have we had the experience? Has enough suffering happened? We come to these moments, and I think I remember back the last time, um, that Saturn was in Pisces, that we were dealing with similar themes. I have to look back and see. I'm thinking of Rwanda, and I'm also thinking of Kosovo and that whole thing. So we have we are being given yet again the option between life and death. And Taurus is about life. And it's time, and as is Aries, really. Aries is the drive to just be alive. People who are oppressed want to break out. When Uranus went into Aries, we had the Arab Spring. Eris is in Aries. In fact, Eris is right around Chiron. I think Eris is at 24 degrees. So this is the voice of the people. We're going to be hearing the voice of the suffering. Asking, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us? And we have to have an answer. Every person. What power do you have in this situation? Well, the only true power we have is the power of choice. And the power of choice dictates, are you going to move in the direction of being a solution for a problem or part of the problem? Or maybe just an awareness? To bear witness and to hold the space and to spread kindness and love wherever you can, wherever you are. And that shift, that energy shift, that bringing your attention to the peace that you want to see in your life or in the world, to bring it into your life, and like a giant tsunami, it will ease the pain, it will ease the sorrow, it will ease the need for the pain and the sorrow. This is an opportunity for a great healing. We have next month on the 6/6 portal, the next vibration is I think I might even have it here. Let me see. Maybe not. In June, this is the next vibration. Waking up. Pluto at 2 degrees of Aquarius, an unexpected thunderstorm. We need, I think, as I look at this and as I look at how how it's on the tree of life, we need to invest in life. Okay, let me stop the share and we'll do a card reading. Hopefully that wasn't too um too out there. Okay, I have my Modern Spellcasters deck here. I'm going to use this. So this is a reading for the information on this 5/5 portal. What do we need to be aware of at this time? I'm just asking Spirit, consensus, spiritual consensus. Okay. Okay. Page of Pentacles. This is speaking to me of learning the wisdom of nature, learning the the first steps page, the signs that nature is giving us. This can also be an opportunity to learn about your physical body. You may be feeling your physical body in a way that may be pleasant or it may not be pleasant. Maybe you're, trying new foods and that's a pleasant experience. Maybe you're having a few more aches and pains. That's not a pleasant experience generally. But it is part of being incarnate and being on this planet. And it's about learning how to interact with the physical world in a way and learning from it, being willing and open to learn from it. The challenge is the 8 of Swords. There's a constraint. there's a sense of having to move forward on faith, on your intuition. Again, in this deck, we have the Taurus behind it, right? There's Taurus. This is the Earth. The challenge is to listen to our intuition, to not necessarily do anything, because this person can't do, but be. Eight is about reaping what you sow, and swords are about your thought forms. The challenge to listening to nature is the idea that you can't, or the sense that you can't. How that's ridiculous. That's not logical. Perhaps. This is a time of healing. I think I heard that somewhere. Temperance. But it requires very careful measuring and movement. It's about putting one foot in front of the other. It's about focusing forward, not getting pulled off your center. In the past, we have the Four of Swords, recuperation. Rest. This could have been forced isolation as well. This might have been COVID, the energy, forcing us to stop and suddenly take notice of the world we were living in and the direction we were going in. In the sky, we have the Six of Pentacles. This indicates that those who need things will receive things. This looks like food and aid coming to those people who need food and aid. Immediate future. There will be temptation, but there will be temptation. And again, as always, it's a choice, right? Do you want to be chained to something? Do you want to be chained to a way of being, a way of thinking, a way of doing? Do you want to be chained to an addiction? Do you want to be chained to a negative worldview? Or do you want to recognize the light that shines within? We are not separate. We are one. And if we learn to cooperate and communicate with each other, things progress. Eight of Pentacles, how it's seen from the outside. Taking care of our needs, creating a more stable foundation to protect what is dear to us or what is necessary for us. Domestic situation. Two of Cups, relationship. Communication, sharing your cup. Love. Hopes and fears. Yeah. Death, change. For some, it's a fear of death. For some, it's a fear of change, letting go. Outcome, the Seven of Cups. This is in its way a choice card. This is about what you think you're selecting. Seven is about understanding. Know thyself. And this is water. So know thyself through thy feelings. And in the system that I use, this is an 11, 4711 vibration. And it's about relationships. So this is about choosing through our feelings to understand ourselves. Let's see if we can get a major arcana. Five of Cups. So that is some sorrow. So we can see that there's still some delusion out there this month. We can see that there's uh, having to mourn, and yet there will be those who will win or will get their wishes. And then the Three of Wands. This is about putting yourself out there, what you know, what you understand, putting the message out, putting the message out. Underneath it, we have the Knight of Wands, which is spirit on the move, spirit on the road. The Hanged Man, understanding what you have, what you can have, what you can affect and what you can't. Or in some cases, just observing and being and looking at the world from a different perspective. And then the Ace of Wands, which is about new beginnings. It looks like there are choices. Again, choices to be made. But underneath it all is the balance, is the spiritual initiation. All right, let's pick one more. I think I want to pick an oracle card. Because we're in Taurus season, I think I'm going to pick a angels and oracle. I think I'll pick an angel and oracle card. Angel and ancestors, sorry. Angels and ancestors oracle card. That's what I'm picking. Let's get it right now. Get it straight there, lady. All right. It really does matter to be your best self, to put love and joy out into the world. And you can do it right where you are. You can do it with somebody, you can do it alone. Better if you're with people to share. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Grasshopper. Remember that Kung Fu? I loved that. It was like one of my favorite shows ever. I love that he could just take down bullies just by, you know, practicing a spiritual art. I just always loved that. Okay, let me see if I can find Shaolin. Okay. So this says, slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. The Shaolin master calls forth the ninja within. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety because when you are too forceful and you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on. Shaolin master, like the monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choices, and action. You are being guided to flow like the water, blow like the air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. The North Node in wants us, Aries wants to be, and Aries wants to experience, and Aries wants to be free, to be who they are, and to explore who they are, to explore the I am. The old way of relating, in some cases, may be no longer suitable for our new understanding of ourselves and this planet and the evolution of souls on this planet. Have yourself a wonderful day, a wonderful Cinco de Mayo for me and Charlie and Michael and Apollo and the Seeds of Transformation. Thank you for joining me. If you would like to become a subscriber, hit the subscriber if this is your first time here. Otherwise, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to be a patron of mine, I do have a Patreon page. The link is below. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful May. Namaste.